What's up, guys? Davis here, finally getting around to my Lord of the Rings Online review. I know it's been weeks and weeks, maybe even months and months. I'm not exactly sure, but I was busy, kept putting it off. The computer breaking didn't help, but here I am, so let's kick into it. For this one, and I think for all of them going forward, I'm going to start with the things I didn't like about it first, and then talk about what I liked about it, and that will just hopefully give it like a happy ending, you know? It's like a movie. If it's happy in the beginning and then it ends bad, it leaves you with a weird kind of thing. So I'll start with what I didn't like, and then we'll end on a good note. Let me start by saying that not all of the combat is terrible. Really, just the biggest issue is the pace of combat. The moves in the game take just a little too long to execute. Like, you hit a key, and it takes an extra half second to pull off the move. If you've ever played WoW or Rift on a slow connection, then you'll know what I mean. The issue is made slightly better by just the sheer variety of different moves you have, especially early in the game. It helps spice up combat, but still, it will always be there. At least for me, it was in the back of my mind that it's like, this is just, it doesn't feel smooth and natural. So now, if I were reviewing this game back in 07 when it was released, I'm sure I'd be saying the graphics were great, but it's, you know, closing in on 2012 here now, and it just doesn't hold up well compared to the current MMOs like Rift, and especially the ones that are coming out in the near future like Tor or Guild Wars 2. Even when you compare it to WoW's updated Cataclysm graphics, it still looks pretty dated. Also, the animations aren't particularly good. They aren't terrible, but they're just not as fluid as more recent games, and it stands out a little bit. The one aspect of Lord of the Rings Online that I really enjoyed was the story. For a lot of MMOs, the story is not presented exceptionally well. You don't have cutscenes or cinematic camera angles the same way single-player games do, and as a result, I think a lot of developers don't give story the proper attention it deserves. This game, however, really tries hard to make story an important part of the overall experience. It doesn't have cutscenes per se, but it does have like these story scenes that play out in front of you, coupled with a fair amount of voice acting. Not everything is voice acted like Tor, and it's not even particularly good, but it still makes questing a whole lot more immersive just to hear words being spoken. Also, always having a story quest really helped me feel like I had a purpose in the game, rather than just wandering around performing random quests for people, which is kind of how a lot of MMOs feel to me, at least, that you kind of just like sort of wander around aimlessly from zone to zone, just like, oh, this person needs help, I'll do a quest for you. Here it was like, you still did that, there were still random quests, but here it was like, but you know, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that, this is the story, boom. So with all that in mind, I would give Lord of the Rings Online a 7.5 out of 10. It's not a bad game. Clearly, a lot of love and time was put into it. The problem is, it just feels very dated at this point. You know, even older games like WoW have done a lot to update to feel more modern, and with the more modern games like Rift and the ones that are coming out pretty soon, it feels very dated. So, unlike Champions Online, where I probably wouldn't pay to play it, I could see myself, if I had played this game more and had not had characters deleted, I could see myself getting engrossed in the story and maybe shelling out some money for it. But as it happened, I didn't, so I won't. And there's other games coming out, and Tor and Guild Wars 2, heck yeah. So again, sorry it took me so long to get all this stuff out. In the future, I'll be refining how this works. I'm actually just going to make all three of my, because I do previews in 3 parts, I'm going to do all of them at once and then release them all within the same week, so it actually makes sense rather than just randomly throwing them out and you guys probably being like, okay, whatever. Be sure to comment. Let me know what you guys think. Thumbs it up if you like. If you don't like it, hey, thumbs it down. Leave a comment about that. Tell me what I could do to improve. I am always looking to learn more. If you guys want to follow me at Twitter, I'm on Team Davis. That's my personal one, or Warpzone Tweets. That's the Warpzone group. Also, if there's a free-to-play MMO that you guys want to see previewed, just let me know. I have a list of a bunch of them that I'm going to go through, but if there's one in particular that you guys want to see, there's no reason I shouldn't just throw that at the top of the list and get it done. So feel free to comment on what you guys want to see, and I'll check you guys later.